like after the two fives.
Yeah. So B flat, A major, A flat major, G flat, E flat to E major,
That's
and
the
then that's the
top.
chord. And then it doesn't play
Jackson, and
Second.
welcome y'all. Welcome. Live and direct. We just playing some music here. That's what the world needs, more music. Actually, the world needs more people to absorb the music. What goes on is we're in our busy lifestyles and our abyss of a million things, and we don't sit down and enjoy sound, organized sounds with emotion and intention and informed perspectives. So that's what we're doing. So I got some of my youngins here, those that are so brave to check out the music. And we're just going to talk about some of the music and how we can get better and how to work with one another to connect with each other. So we don't have a pianist today, so yours truly will be at the keys, if you please. So if this is of interest to you and you want more insight personally, you can always reach out to us directly. Leave a comment in the comment box, say what you're feeling, and how you can get more, or we can serve you better, for lack of a better word. So I got Brother Mo and Brother John here, and Dylan, Brother Dylan in the back. He's a little shy, so keep him encouraged. But you have to be careful with the shy ones, because they deep down they got some fire, they got some lava brewing. So don't be deceived with those shy. Mama's cooking. You dig? So we are just playing the Big Push, Wayne Shorter composition, one of my all-time favorites. Simple but rich. So I'm always.
YouTube.
What about YouTube?
Send them to YouTube.
Oh yeah. So for all of you all on the IG, you can get a better stream on the YouTube platform. You can catch us, Ali Jackson, on the YouTube platform.
Link?
The link is in the description, or in the bio. The link the link is either in the bio or the description.
If you don't see it, it's your fault.
Yeah, the link is where it should be.
No, you should say it.
The link is somewhere in the vicinity. Click on it. You dig? It's like the changes. The changes are attached to the form. The right changes are in the right part of the form for you to hear them. Oh man, I don't know what else to say, but I don't know. We breaking down. So let me just hear y'all play. Just walk the form. So we learning this tune. They don't know this tune. I was just teaching them the tune. So let's just walk through the form. Sure. Y'all can just play 2. So, all right, go ahead, walk it again, because
Are we taking that turn around at the?
No, you never do it.
Okay.
You only play that on the head.
Okay.
So going to. And then
Yeah. So what's the last chord of the form after the E flat minor? Of the regular with the solo. After the E flat minor.
F7. F7.
And then it goes back to G flat.
You dig? You got it? Dylan?
As much as I can.
No, you want to play this? Yeah, I love it. He's just like, listen.
My time will come.
Two, top, just solos. You dig? I'm playing D flat minor. So, you know, you have the same, similar tonality, but a little different sound. So it sounds good against, you know, your root. So you got, oh shit, sorry. Right? And then go. Really, McCoy? Who is McCoy? I've never heard of this guy, McCoy. James McCoy, is he part of Star Trek? Maybe he is. Intergalactic chords. This McCoy. Sounds pretty real. The real McCoy? The real McCoy. The real McCoy, yes, the real McCoy. Anyway, what y'all got? So, a couple things. If you check out the way that I'm comping, what do you notice?
Space.
Okay, space, but what?
Rhythmically clear.
Rhythmically clear. And what does that do?
Swings. Makes it lets the music breathe really nicely. Unless the groove breathes really nicely.
Right. And so what am I? So for you guys, I mean, you're hearing it, but what it should do is it should propel you all to play inside of what I'm doing. So if I'm going, so let's just walk on the, just go between the F sharp and the G sharp and the A flat. Yeah, whatever. G flat and the A flat. So let's go between the two, and I'll just walk roots. And then you just play time. Ting, 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 ting. 2.
With and against the pulse. So what you guys can do, if I set up a rhythmic motif, so if I go
Now, y'all can sing that again, and then boom, be ding, be ding, bing, be ding, be ding. On 1, 2, y'all sing 2. Bing, yep. Be ding. Boom, bing, beating, boom, she don't, bing, bing, beating, ding, beating. Everything is interactive, so it makes you go like, oh, it's like a whole wave of things. So all of those rhythms, and then the choices that you make inside of this orbit, or these interlocking phrases, you see the power in it. Then when you do something a little different, or you add something in there, it's like it propels it to another thing. So that's basically how I'm playing, but everything I'm playing is related to what's going on. So it's like you make an informed decisions or choices based on what's happening. But when you create repetition, the repetition makes the music stronger. It's like how most music around the world, or indigenous folk music, even pop music, is all drones in the same rhythm, the repetition. You can't get away from it. This is a more organic way, and it's like harmony and other stuff that's going on. So, but the feeling of it is that primal vibe. So. all kind of stuff around a rhythm, as long as you maintain a certain essence of like, okay, the pulse. So even though I'm messing around, you could still feel the real, whatever, the center of the pulse. So no matter how I shade the groove, the essence of the groove is never there, like the cell. So that's the idea that you always, it's, yeah. So you get lost with your center because you're listening to what's going on, like don't. What's going on, it revolves around the center. It's like an orbit around the sun. It's like you never get lost. Even though you could change your orbit, you still got to go around, and that magnetic pull is the same thing. So you want to always be rooted. Like I always tell you guys, big units of time. I don't think in like the little units of time because you get swayed. You can get knocked off your balance, your fulcrum. So you got to think big units. So no matter what happens, the big unit is always the thing. That's the thing. So, yeah, but the feeling. Yeah. Well, we can play, what else we got? What else we playing? We just play a blues, or I could talk. Y'all could just ask me some questions. Whatever. We can talk, can ask me questions. Philosophically.
Your turn, man.
What we got?
What do you got, Dylan?
You know, This I Dig of You, or Joey Spring, or
Both of those are great. What do you got? You're the one who's played on piano, so.
I've
Yeah.
been shutting This I Dig of You recently.
What key is it?
It's in B flat, F
Okay.
pedal.
Yeah.
I can't play it, I can sing it. It goes like C sharp minor.
We don't have to do that.
We can just make it all.
Maybe if I were a battle or something.
It's great as well.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played on piano in a long time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
What are we doing it for, Rebel?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up?
No, we're good. Just confirming we're playing.
Oh, how about this? Play Bye Bye Blackboard.
Blackbird? Yeah.
Blackbird.
Blackbird. Blackboard. Bye bye Blackboard.
Two.
Super two bar.
Yeah, the pressure is all mine. So we just talking about some music. That was a request, I guess my request with my limited piano skills. So a couple of things. Just with Dylan and Mo, all the time, like the time is always the most important. And I always feel this with cats and musicians learning and new to the music is the pulse and the feeling of the pulse. And sometimes it's just too cerebral because you're in your head like, okay, time. And the time is the most important thing, but it should be natural. So, you know, you just playing. It should be like water. You shouldn't have to think about it. You see the difference? I mean, I'm not a real piano player or anything, but you hear how you could feel the pulse, and then I'm not struggling with playing the time at all. It feels like just natural. It feels like just natural. Just like, oh shit, okay. I can dance. You want to dance to it. So it's the attitude of how you play the beat, not the volume or whatever. So when I hear y'all swinging, like your bass line should be like that water and that clear. And the harmony. But we talk about this. So every tune you approach and every tune that you play, it should have that level of fluidity, like playing time. So if we're playing, if you're swinging, just swing on the ride cymbal. Two, Now you hear the difference between your time and my time? Wait, can y'all hear that? What is that? You have to be able to hear it. Everyone else hearing it doesn't mean nothing. If you can't hear it, it's like what I say with you. Right. If you can't hear it, it doesn't matter if other people can hear it. Right. Because what it does, it limits your ability to play with other people. So there's degrees. Like everybody said, there's degrees and there's levels of being able to play. There's lots of degrees. It's like me playing ball. Like, what's my level of playing basketball? You had like 100 degree, or not even, let's say it's 20 levels. I'd be at like level 5 or 6. It's like with music, because people get degrees, they think they're on some kind of level of playing. It's like, there's a lot of levels. And because you in your own mind and the world is not, like, I'm surprised professional sports haven't gone to the spectacle, but they're on their way with the, what was the fight that happened?
Jake Paul.
Or is it Logan?
Logan Paul.
Yeah,
Logan Paul. Right. So I was just speaking to great bassist and musician today who's a big boxing fan. Huge. And like, I didn't know about the Logan Paul dude, but he's some YouTuber dude. So who developed this following? There's like all these people. So there's like these niches of people that are interested, generally younger people that aren't exposed to real stuff. So they're fighters. They're all kind of prize fighters and boxers that are on a way higher level than him. that can't even get a fight with the quality of someone like Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather obviously is a legendary boxer, for those who don't know in my community out here. And he did it just for the money and the spectacle of the fact that he's a great or legendary boxer basically at the end of his career that is still in the public eye, to fight a guy who's just some internet dude. Right, but it's about spectacle. It's not actually about the quality of fighting. It's like if that guy Logan Paul fought anyone that's a real boxer in their prime of boxing, he'd get his ass knocked the hell out quickly. That's a fact. If I put you in a rehearsal with, let me think. If I put you in a rehearsal with Terrell Stafford and Rodney Whitaker and Aaron Goldberg or something like that, man, you be exposed badly. It'd be embarrassing. And it's not to be disrespectful. No. But this is the thing. But people think for a minute that you just like, oh yeah, I was good in my class. I'm just like, no, because no one is actually really judging you based on your skill. Like me playing ball, like the NBA, it's like, man, there's lots of degrees before you get to the NBA and basketball. Like being a prize fighter, there are lots of levels. Because you can play on some changes and you got some standards together, or better yet, like I do my own thing, man. You know, I got my own kind of concept. It's different. I was like, bro, humanity's been around a long time. People have explored a lot of things. It's different to you. But unless you spend a lot of time studying, it's probably not that different. As my homies say, facts. Facts, son. That's just what it is. So, with that said, and I have students, I don't necessarily believe in the concept of, students are people that are willing to come gather information. And what you do with the information is what you do with it. If you learn something or it turns your, or opens your aperture and you can receive the information and use the information in a helpful way, then you've learned something or you're enlightened, you gather it. There's all kind of information out here. And I feel like part of it is information overload with a bunch of stuff that's superfluous, that doesn't serve you. So sometimes I sound like a broken record and I'm boring, or it's like, oh yeah, I've heard this before, but there's something to it. If you've heard it before, there's probably something to it. And if you don't master it, you just be in that same spot. It's not the complicated things, it's the simple things. The sports analogy I always use with Lionel Messi. It's not that he's more physically dominant than anyone. It's not that he's necessarily faster than anyone physically or anything. What he does is he's mastered fundamentals on a higher level than everyone else. He does simple things better and faster and can see them faster and better than everyone else. That's why he's one of the greatest. Not like, oh, he did this trick, and it's like, no, he dribbles directly. You know what he's gonna do, and you can't stop him from doing what you know he's gonna do. Floyd Mayweather at his prime. Boxing is a simple sport. His thing was, oh, I'm not a brute. Like, I'm not gonna go in there and knock people out and 20 seconds like Mike Tyson. Like the spectacle of Mike Tyson. You guys don't know if y'all know Mike Tyson. Y'all? Yeah, he was known for just being a gladiator. He'd come in and just knock people out in like one punch, like in like 30 seconds. Floyd Mayweather is like, no, I'm faster than you. The sport is, can I hit you? I can hit you, but you can't hit me. Because I'm that much faster than you. Because you're telegraphing where you're going to throw the punch and I won't be there. when you throw it. But in the meantime, I'm countering you. I'm hitting you faster than you can get ready to swing and hit me. That is his art. That's the genius, and that's the true genius of boxing. And I'm in condition, and I'm in shape, so I won't get tired. So with music is, why are certain people great? Because they, like Paul Chambers or James Jamerson, and all Detroit bases, any of the greats, they do simple. Ron Carter,
Doug Watkins.
my pops, Ray McKinney, Bob Hurst, Marion Hayden, Rodney Whitaker, Detroit bass lineage, on and on forever. Nonetheless, they can play bass lines on a very high level and play in time and make the music feel good if you woke them up at 4 a.m. at any time. That's the fundamental. That's what music is. And to permeate that feeling. So why is the music so cerebral and complicated and all of this stuff going on? It's because people have lost sight of the feeling sometimes that should be in the music. And that feeling also comes from the perspective of there needs to be space in it. If there's no space, there's no music. Just a bunch of stuff going on. And how could you listen? You dig? You have to be able to recognize what it is that you're hearing quickly and make adjustments. It's all about adjustments. Everybody, we've been in this pandemic for over a year now, and everybody's been by themselves, and they've been shedding by themselves and doing their thing. And you can work on a lot of things individually. However, when you play with people, it's almost all of that. It's like you should have mastery of whatever it is that you're doing, your sound, to be able to adjust to whatever is happening in the moment with people. And if you can't do that, then you need more shedding. And you need to be around people more frequently. So that's where I am with that. So time. You play time. Let's just hear you play time. 2, 2, 3, and. Now that's much better. Wait, now stop. Why is that much better now than when it was when I counted the tempo off before?
Serious question.
Huh?
I was listening really hard. I also wasn't grabbing my sticks though. It's just a side thing. But like I was listening super duper hard.
Sometimes you gotta relax too. So I see it on you. It's like two things. You have to be confident about what it is that you've shedded, but you also have to relax. When stuff is super swinging, it's because it's relaxed. It's like riding a bike. It's effortless. But you have to find an equilibrium of what it is. And it requires, generally, if something's not swinging, do less. Don't do more. Don't add when you should subtract. Everyone thinks, oh, it's not happening. I got to do something else. It's not happening. What I got to do? I got to add something. It's like, no. Take something out. Even if it's yourself. I've stopped to be like, okay, what's happening? Because I can't hear what's going on. So let's do that again. Okay, no swinging on the cymbal. Play on the snare drum, and you playing 2. 2, same tune. 2,
the time wasn't really like super like solid. It was wavering a lot.
So why is that?
A number of reasons, but I think I personally felt that I was dragging.
Then wait. If you feel that way, you gotta change it. No one's stopping you from changing it.
No, sure. Once I felt that I was dragging, I started to try and push.
Two things in your attack. When you play, notes have an attack, and then they have a cutoff. And just because you play, a softer instrument, the cutoff is just as important as the.
It's like if I was going. Now, what's the difference between the way I was playing the bass line and you playing the bass line? What's the difference?
The duration of each note, when you were playing it, had a lot of intent behind it. I was sort of just like playing the note and letting it do its thing, and then playing the next note, letting it do its thing. And you were playing like, no, I want the note to start here and end here, like really specifically.
And the choice of the note, and telling a story of what am I playing? Like where is this going? So it's engaged and thoughtful. So that's what makes playing this music hard. Like people play it poorly all over the world. They play it poorly because they're not focused on the intention of what they're trying to get out of it and convey. So you have to think about that. It's not just like, oh, I played the changes. It's like, man, that's the lowest common denominator. It's like people getting A's in school now. I was reading some study that said 45% of students in college get A's. When I was in school 20-something years ago, it'd be like 20% of people got A's. So now how 45, everyone's just that brilliant? Or is it just based on, the tuition you pay? Well, we got to give them an A. We don't want them to drop out. We need another 2 years of that tuition. Come on, Dylan. So the same care, it's like your parents say, clean up the room, clean up your room, clean up your room. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. And then you just take a couple of clothes and you put them under your bed and shit. And it's like, whatever. Like, I'm done. I cleaned it up. I mean, you could get away with that for a minute, but there's like, man, you didn't invest in cleaning up the room. I mean, and I'm only saying this because it's become a societal issue. You have to take care in the stuff that you do if you want it to be a certain way. If you don't do that, it's not going to be a certain way. And sometimes overthinking it. So you pointed out, you answered your own questions, but then how do you adjust it and do it on the spot? Like everyone gets on a gig, on a jam session, it's like, yeah, I knew it was sad when I was up there. Then what did you do about it? Did you change anything that you did? Did you leave space? Everyone takes 50 million courses on a tune. Did you go like, I'm going to take 2 courses and be an example? Whether you get to whatever you're trying to get to or not. Like courtesy. Like these are the things that are difficult because it goes against the nature of just out here just floating around like, oh, I guess I'm here. Oh shit, there's a wall. You're super intelligent. All of y'all are intelligent. It's like y'all are so intelligent. It's like the shit goes on the other side. It's like so cerebral that the simple shit like people can't do. I be like, man, it's easy. It's actually easy. Y'all heard of less is more? But I guess it's not. It's not as easy as it seems. I'm sorry. You wanna join us?
Sure. What are we playing?
We can just play a blues, whatever. We can.
Yeah, blues is cool. I'm with that.
Okay. How you doing? What's your name?
Good. I'm Sammy.
Ali.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What blues we playing?
Good point.
And we probably over time now, yeah. Huh?
Sammy?
Who,
I
you?
Nice to meet you last name.
Hey, I'm Sammy.
I'm Dylan.
Uh,
I'm Dylan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Holla.
We
Practice.
blues.
Practice. Huh?
Revolve and F.
Practice. 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 Practice things you don't know. Not the things you know. Practice the things you don't know. And look for some elders in the community near you. That's all for now. We'll check you. Yeah.